Village ride din tayo ngayon. Hi everyone, my name is Brian and I'm an entrepreneur. I'm trying to lose weight on the bike ngayon, and I talk about faith, business, and cycling. So, kung ikaw ay isang entrepreneur, businessman, naranasan mo na ba yung feeling na kahit 24 hours ang isang araw, parang kulang pa din? As business owners, you have 1,000 things to do for your business. You also want to have time with your family, sa pagbabike mo, your health, and most importantly, yung relationship natin with the Lord. And ang tanong is, how do you manage it all? And so today we're going to talk about something crucial for every entrepreneur, or if you're just a working individual. It's time management. And this is something that cycling has taught me. And pag-uusapan natin personally yung experience ko, how itong cycling, yung mga natutunan ko habang nagbabike ay pwedeng i-apply as well sa pagtatrabaho or sa business. So let's start. So number one, it's structured training, which translates to structured work. So, di ba, when you're training for when you're an endurance athlete, and when you're training for an event, a race, or siguro not even a race, just a milestone na gusto mong ma-achieve, you don't just ride aimlessly, di ba? You follow a structured training plan. May specific days for long rides, merong days for interval training, meron ding recovery days. So bawat training session, there's a purpose for that. Ako personally, I use Garmin Coach. So this is an example of my training plan for a month. Currently I'm training for my first century ride. So sa pagbabike, when you say century ride, it's 100 kilometers. And ang plan ko is to achieve that by joining a Audax Populaire by November. So yun yung personal goal ko. I started training last month until ma-achieve ko yung goal ng 100 kilometers. So ayan, sample ng training plan ko. There are days na zone 3 yung tempo rides, there are days na zone 2 lang pero longer rides like 2 hours 30 minutes. So ngayon na itong current training plan ko. So, and guess what, yung ganitong principle of structured training, we can also do that for our tasks sa trabaho, especially if you're into business. So, kadalasan we fall into the trap of being busy. We're always working. But the question is are we always working on the right things? Diba? Hindi, pag tayo ba may biglang dumating na task, yun yung unahin natin agad. Hindi pa natin natatapos yun. Diba? So, itong discipline of cycling training plan na ginagawa ko, ang concept kasi nito is yung tinatawag na time blocking. So, ayun, I'd like to introduce you to the concept of time blocking. So, schedule mo yung bawat oras mo with a specific purpose. In the same way, kunyari na sa training plan ng pagbabike, there are days or there 2-hour endurance sessions to build your endurance nga. In the same way, sa ating oras sa pagtatrabaho, meron ka rin, for example, 2 hours of deep work. So, time blocking, ako how I personally apply this sa daily kong pagtatrabaho. I schedule my deep work sessions and creative sessions in the morning. So, tig to 2 hours yun. Yun ang una-una kong gagawin. Well, pagpasok ko, syempre, catch up muna ng emails, ganyan, sagot sa mga questions. And then, I start my deep work. So, deep work meaning ito yung mga analysis, if you need to think about strategy, and creative sessions, like if I need to think about marketing plans, some promotional plans, that's the time I do it. And then in the afternoon, that's when I tend to schedule most of my meetings. So, ayun, gusto ko lang muna tapusin lahat ng deep work ko, and I find it na effective sa akin ng deep work sa umaga or in creative work sa umaga kaysa sa hapon. And gusto kong tapusin muna yung lahat ng creative work and deep work ko before I start any meetings para wala na akong iniisip. So, that's what works for me personally. How about you? Ano bang nag-work for you in terms of time blocking? You could comment down below and share to the others as well. So, this is not being about rigid, no, na parang ay kailangan ganito schedule ko, but it's about being intentional. It's about being a good steward of the time God has given you. Sabi nga sa Colossians 4 verse 5, be wise in the way you act towards outsiders, make the most of every opportunity. So, diba, if how can we make the most of every opportunity if we don't do time blocking? If we just work aimlessly na, oy, sige, ano bang kailangan kong gawin ngayon? And then may nakalimutan ka na, then hindi mo na nagawa, di ba? Morning po.
Kasi wala akong idea. Di ba may giant cookie dyan? Gusto bilhin dito. Wala akong idea kung pagkano na ngayon eh. Pero
Anong giant po?
yung small giant.
Anong ganito po yung may ano?
Nakagrupo siyang Dura-Ace na...
Ano ka Dura Ace?
Oo, na 2007 model. Nakalabas pa yung kable.
Ay, nakalabas pa?
Sir. Kasi dito, kasi nakikita ko kayo dati eh.
Hindi pa rin pumapayat, ano? Okay lang.
Sir.
Hindi, wala problema.
Kasi wala akong idea kung pagkano eh.
Sige lang po. Okay, so may humingi ng advice. Inaharang tayo. Tatanong gusto rin niya ibenta yung bike niya. So sige, tulungan natin. And the second lesson na pwede nating matutunan sa time management is yung prioritization. So kung kanina is yung tinatawag na time blocking, structured work. Ngayon naman is prioritization. So, ano yung unahin mo? Hindi ba sa pagbabike, lalo na pag paakyat na medyo mataas yung grade, hindi ka naman basta magmamash ng pedals eh, di ba? You have to prioritize. So, piliin mo muna bago ka makarating dun sa paakyat. Choose the right gear na, di ba? So, yun yung unahin mo. And then, you manage your energy, your power. And then, I also focus on my cadence. And then, you also focus on the path sa daan. Hindi mo pwedeng unahin na basta ang iniisip mo na yung summit, no? Paano ka bababa. Hindi mo na yan. Unahin mo muna yung one step at a time. So, kaya ako, I tend to focus on cadence muna. So in business, we face itong mga uphill battles or paakyat na kagaya ng sa cycling every day. You have a long list of tasks, but not all of them have the same impact. So sa pagbabike, ito yung natutunan ko. Ano yung pinakamahalagang pedal stroke sa ngayon? What is the one task that will give me the most momentum? Or in business jargon, what are the tasks that will create the most value for your business? Diba? As an entrepreneur, ang dami nga nating kailangan gawin. We think about sales, marketing, finance, HR, lahat yan. Pero ano yung mga tasks na that will create the most value for you? Yung mga task na pwede mo nang i-delegate mo na. 'Di ba? So you focus on the high impact task. Ito yung tinatawag na prioritization. Focus on the high impact task first, delegate or eliminate the rest. Yung sa pagbabike, no, yung pagpaakyat, hindi yun tungkol sa bilis eh. Well, if you're not racing, ano. But it's about endurance and strategy. Eh, ganun din yung pagpapatakbo sa negosyo. It's not about doing everything fast, but focusing your energy on what truly matters, what will create the most impact. Okay, pahinga muna tayo. So, the last lesson that cycling can teach in terms of managing your time at work or in business is a rest day. So, in any structured training plan, there are designated rest days talaga. Sa akin, that's a Friday. So, if I'm gonna work out, if ever, walking lang, or lift some weights. And the same with our business life. We also have some rest days. And what's good about cycling is that it can be considered as your rest day, your cycling days. Especially sa weekends, diba? So long rides ng Saturday or Sunday. We need time to take a step back from the daily work, daily activities, ano. Although yun nga, yung ating businesses will require 100% of our time. Kulang pa ngayon 24 hours. So, ayan, we just need to be mindful to set aside some time. Okay, so in closing and to summarize our vlog for today, the top 3 tips or lessons that cycling can teach us about managing our time in work or sa pagnenegosyo is yung number 1 again is putting your time into buckets. So ako personally, what I'd like to do is I'd like to put my deep work time sa umaga. So for example, 2 hours for creative work, 2 hours for deep analysis. And then, I personally would like to, as much as possible, lahat ng meetings ko in the afternoon. So, para wala na akong iniisip na kailangan pang gawin during the meeting so I can focus. And number 2 is yung prioritization. So, again, we have we wear a lot of hats: marketing, sales, finance, operations, HR. Lahat yun kailangan nating isipan as entrepreneurs. But, mas magiging manageable yun if we learn how to prioritize. Hindi yung kung ano yung dumating, yun yung unahin. We should think about which activities will give the most value to your business or to your work. So for example, ako, my company is joining the upcoming World Food Expo. So that's a high impact activity para sa company. So that's where I put my priority sa ngayon. And then after that, yung mga other activities na sa company. So hindi yung kung ano yung dumating, yun yung kailangan mong gawin agad, but learn how to prioritize. And the third tip is, and the third lesson, is rest day. So again, even dun sa pagbabike natin, there are certain days na designated as rest days. So that's when you rest. And most of us nga hindi naman talaga rest but more on active rest. Pero we cut down kahit papaano dun sa training load natin. And the same thing with business or with work. I know some entrepreneurs 7 days a week, 24 hours nagtatrabaho. Kung sa cycling nga, sa pagtitraining nga, merong rest day. Dapat sa work din meron, di ba? So we should designate our rest days. Before we end the vlog, I'd like to leave you with a verse from Matthew 11:28 to 30. Come to me, all you are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. So, dahil alam niyo sa pagnenegosyo, di ba, ang daming factors na hindi natin talaga control, and ang daming kailangan gawin. And minsan nakakapagod. Ito yung sabi sa atin ng Bible is to go to our Lord. And sabi niya, come to me all you are weary and I will give you rest. Pwede tayo makapagpahinga sa presence ng ating Panginoon. Sabi niya, for my yoke is easy and my burden is light. So when we go to Him, hindi tayo mapapagod, hindi tayo mababurden. Kasi nga, sabi niya, my yoke is easy and my burden is light. So again, thank you. Again, this is Brian. I'm an entrepreneur trying to lose weight on the bike. I talk about faith, family, travel, business, and cycling. So see you again in the next vlog.